Welcome back to Aftermath episode 38 this time. I think Jerry's gonna do the recap.
Fuck you.
Fair.
I don't think Jerry's gonna do the recap.
Aftermath.
That's fair. Tom, do you want to do a recap?
To a train, and we did some things. We met Mathias, and he still didn't have his soul, and was still mostly as abrasive as usual. We filled him in on what was going on, and the fact that the world is fucked, and the last god may end everything for everyone. It's going to be like an A+ bad time. And then we were like, oh, but you still don't have a soul. So now we're going to Nettenburg to find his soul. And then but we went to Milikadi so Sauriv can talk to his true love, and also possibly, you know, get him a fucking sword because he lost it because he's a dumbass.
Yes.
And that's what happened last time on Aftermath.
So you're going to Milikadi first.
That's, I believe, where we gated, so yes.
Yes. Did you gate Milikadi? I don't remember.
I
think we were
think
going.
I
think you
believe
Yeah,
Sauriv had to be armed before we went.
I think
into
you didn't
the-
actually gate there, but you decided to.
We were like, we're gonna gate
Yeah,
there. We're gonna...
well,
didn't
our
take-
long rest just finally started.
Yes.
yeah,
guys.
that's true.
Finally got a long rest.
Yeah.
For the first time in like 8 sessions. It's actually ludicrous. The amount of stuff you guys have done.
Yoxi Goo Gangway.
Thank
Oh,
you.
for fuck's.
Oh my
It's my favorite
God.
That's such an awful joke, though.
It's amazing.
It's
Sorry, if he
awful.
gets a divorce, I'm gonna be so sad.
Oh my god.
I mean, that would be a Doxybu gangway, but sure.
Would.
Anyway, Vom's awful puns about whatever it is aside, should we move on?
Probably should, yeah.
So,
Oh,
As
yes.
fast as possible, plus.
you guys were going to Milikadi, yes. Did you intend to bring She of 1,000 Eyes, or just one of her eyes, or what was the plan there?
I think it's kind of up to her,
Yeah.
pretty much. Because we're gonna we'll be coming back for the bottles, I believe. Will we not?
Yeah, because.
Because we're not taking them.
Right,
Yeah, we're not taking the robots.
Oh.
you're not. Because they won't work inside of Milikadi. Maybe.
Yeah.
That would be
Yay.
sad.
Oh god, are we gonna be without magic inside Milikadi?
No.
Not
Thank
completely.
fuck.
But you do have to make a check every time.
Not this again.
I mean, it just doesn't it doesn't consume the spell slot. It's just make a check to cast it. It's,
Flashback intense.
you've been to Milikadi before.
Yes, but not.
It's also a lot easier. It's not this again. Calm down.
Conjure elemental identifies.
Oh my god.
No.
Much better.
100 decay elements.
So
We're going, motherfuckers. Let's
okay.
go.
So yeah, you pull out your
With haste.
your gate. You go abracadabra, and a shimmering portal
A phobal
splits.
flip.
I'll let my two friends know that we'll be right back.
Okay.
Nice.
They don't listen to you. They stay exactly where they are and seem to ignore you.
I will phobal flip us away then.
Okay, you phobal flip your way. You open up a shimmering doorway of nothingness through to a sort of cave underground with a shaft of light coming down from one side. And as you sort of make your way into this cave, I assume.
Well, I'm going to gesture for everyone else to go through first because I want to watch the Autobots roll out to see if they do roll out or panic when Coghammer leaves.
Wish hair magic, and I step through.
What?
The thing.
The thing? What?
Mathias doesn't have a mask. Oh, this is going to be funny again.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god, no.
Yeah, that was the
No
thing you
one tell
guys
him.
have
He's got
forgot
to put a
to do.
mask on and not tell him. He's going to have to
Oh,
figure it out
God.
for context, please.
No, I would just say.
He does know though.
Does he?
He's aware because he got melted
Oh,
last
wait.
time. I I don't know.
Yeah, he got melted the last time.
Yeah.
Mathias, the brightest spark. I don't know if he's figured it out yet.
He'll don his mask, don't worry about
He
it.
doesn't have a
Doesn't.
mask.
He doesn't? Wait, oh, I didn't keep my mask? Fuck.
Yeah, no, you guys didn't keep them originally.
None
That's
of
why
us
you had to go get them
That's
again.
why That's why mine's glittery.
They had a whole thing about going to get more.
Oh, good
I'm
grief.
gonna glitter bomb Mathias as we go by.
Okay, Matthias, as he walks past, essentially the presto sparks just fly out of his mask, as he appears to just exhale sparks all over you.
Oh, shit,
glittering
this one needs a
spots.
mask too.
I'm just gonna.
Guys, minor issue here.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a mask.
Gonna take my mask off.
Okay.
I'm going to just kinda. I don't think it'll fit.
Can they
What
like
I'll
hear
have
me
to do-
from
I'm
Well,
just
just
gonna
beside
like.
the port?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I don't
guess
need
it's
one.
better. I stand back and watch.
Coghammer walks
Coghammer's
through.
already got through.
Yeah, he walked through. He doesn't
I'm
have a
waiting
mask.
from the other side.
Coghammer's literally a million years old. I wouldn't trust it.
Huh?
Case in
I'm
point.
gonna put Sauriv's mask on and
Uh-huh.
essentially still hold it in front of my face because Sauriv's mask.
Uh-huh. Sariv's mask will not cover your entire face. Because it's designed for a face shape that sort of sticks outwards more than down. And it... You can't really cover your entire
Can I
face
not,
with
like,
it.
hold it down?
I mean, it's porcelain, so you're not bending it.
Oh, he needs like use the snoot bit to cover his face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
mean-
gonna be fucking blind, but at least he'll not die.
I don't think, is
can walk
Sariv's
1 meter
snoot
forward.
like... What? It's like 1.5 feet long?
How about you step
What, the
through the
snoot?
port?
Yeah.
How about you step through the portal and throw the
Fucking
mask
what?
back at Mathias?
Yeah, that was the plan. But then I wanted to
That's
see
about
the struggle.
how long it would need to be to cover his face, right?
1.5
I don't think my face was that long. It was like maybe.
Yeah.
About the same dimensions in terms of like.
Is
You
it
know what?
face even a foot high? Is
Yeah.
that a bit?
Yeah.
Guys, we all know a nose can't be 12
Yeah.
inches, because then it'd be a foot.
Oh my god.
You're the worst.
I don't want a foot long nose. Okay. I
Yeah,
don't want
fair.
to fucking subway.
Sauriv just knocks over bottles and his general already looks at them.
The mask does, the mask you have, and the masks that you've seen, they do need to cover, like, they can't just cover the face, they do need to basically cover enough that like, you can't see any head other than the mask when you put it on
My
from,
face
from
is kind of
directly in front.
disproportional to my body. My mask would cover his stupid warlock face, right?
It might do.
Okay, well, Mathias, I'm just gonna like walk through, take my glitter mask off. Okay, if you use up all the glitter, I'm gonna be very upset at you and like throw it back through.
Okay. You throw it back through?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna stick my fucking hand through, am I?
Okay, okay.
I'm just gonna very lightly frisbee.
I'm not going to make you catch it.
Catched it.
As much as I want to make you roll to catch it, just because it's a porcelain mask and it'll be funny when it shatters. No, I won't. Yeah, you sort of put the mask on.
Yeah.
Also
Mostly
magic.
fit.
It's also a magic item. So
Yeah,
we're
it's a
not-
magic item because it glitter. Yes.
Does this look alright,
I
guys?
believe that's not
Am I-
entirely how that
am I good
works.
to come through?
It mostly
Well,
works.
it doesn't suit you, but I mean, it's covered
I mean, it
in
doesn't have to suit me, it just has to work.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I'll walk on through.
Okay, as you walk through, you can smell burning, and the rest of you see it charring off a lot of his hair. Doesn't actually get down to his scalp, but a lot of his hair sort of just burns off.
You're looking a lot like a mad scientist there. Not gonna lie.
You don't take
I mean, it's not
damage
entirely wrong.
to anything but your
Yeah,
pride.
you.
Hang on. I'll like take the mask off, feel my head.
Yeah, it's quite warm.
Damn it.
How's your little goatee doing there? It's having an issue.
Oh, my goatee's... Is my goatee fine?
Yeah, your goatee's the only bit that's fine.
My
I'm going to
goatee's
walk
fine,
through
so we're good.
with mask on. I'm going to pull up
Yeah,
my
I'll
water
take
skin.
my
I'm
mask
just going to
off.
pour a little on his head.
Okay,
Hey,
it sizzles slightly. Yeah, so essentially, Matthias,
that's real creepy.
if you were to take cubic faces, that doesn't, no, I don't know how I would explain this. The cubic. Nope.
The
Okay.
hair's fucking singed.
The back of your head is not singed. The sides and top is. And any bit
Right.
that wasn't entirely covered by the mask.
Is Akane's
That's the
mask
old
any
man
bigger?
hair.
Akane's
Oh my
mask fits
God.
Akane. Yeah, it would
Is
be.
it
Would,
big,
yeah, a little bit.
bigger than Pandal's?
I mean, a bit, yeah. Can't.
I'll ask for Akane's mask yet next time now.
Well, now you
You
know.
can get your own.
Yes.
That also works, yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Guys,
I don't say anything.
where do we get more of these masks? Back at the town with the dragons.
Might be able to get some here. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Ormskirk
maybe.
is what
Bars,
it's
that
called.
feels like a long time ago.
Pardon me.
You excuse
Fine.
yourself, Sauriv. That's quite impressive.
I'm feeling like a gentleman today. What can I say?
That's, yeah, I mean, I said
Fair
you're in
enough.
love. I'm convinced.
What?
Well, that's why we're
I
here,
don't
isn't
know
it?
what you're talking. What? No, I just felt like coming back.
Oh, right.
Rick, you there?
Like he's
Yeah.
really not.
Oh,
He
okay.
is. Okay, great.
Yeah, I don't know. You're still not responding. You there, buddy? You alive?
Yeah, I'm
He's
alive.
unresponsive.
Okay.
Quick, disappear.
Did you go through the gateway as well?
Hmm?
You go
Oh,
through.
yeah.
Okay, cool. She of a Thousand Eyes will hand whoever's last through, or try and hand whoever's last through, one of the larger eyes. Just sort of holds it out
Yeah.
to you.
If it's me, I'll take it.
Sure. Just doesn't say
Are you
anything. Well, it kind of just sort of floats over. She plucks it out of the air and hands it to you.
Don't you want a mask?
Who?
She of a Thousand Eyes.
I mean, it's just her eye that's coming through, and it's not made of
Yeah.
flesh. So,
No, I don't need one, and
Oh,
I'm not coming in this time. I'll come with you too.
oh.
Kalmari? I think it was you going to?
At some point, I
Tenebria?
believe.
Alright.
Wherever it was? I'll come with you to wherever the plane hopping is.
I mean, that's the fun bit, isn't it? So,
Yes, I should probably stay here for the shopping trip.
I'm telling you, you're missing out.
Right, if we're gonna use this thing too often, I'm gonna need a mask.
Look, I'm sure you can nick a fancy toilet seat at some point. But for now, we should go to Milikadi, and I'm gonna go towards there's like a little cove exit, right? And then
Yeah, you have to like climb up a good
yeah,
way,
we have to climb up a thing. Yeah,
and it does.
Oh yeah, it's this place.
It
that
is,
place, yeah.
and every time a wave comes in, it does sort of just crash over the edge and drench anyone climbing up. So
yep.
everyone that doesn't teleport up gonna be slightly soaked.
So Reva's happy to not teleport up.
Yeah.
Very happy. He does not mind at all.
I'm gonna do the thing where I start climbing up, and then every time I get hit by a wave, I'm gonna press on myself, like stop, press on myself clean, then keep climbing. Get waved, stop, press on myself. Keep...
I'm just gonna look at
I'm gonna
everyone
spend as
in
long
the
as
mist.
it's necessary to get all the salt out of
Yeah, I'm
the
just-
hair
I'm
and
just
tail
gonna
again.
look over the party, see if I want to take anyone, me just dimension door up on my own.
Nice.
Coghammer makes of that.
Oof.
Can I counterspell that? No, I don't have that.
You could,
Stop myself
but
clean
you
up.
can't. Okay. Cool. So you, you teleport up, and the rest of you guys like, oh fucking, and dry yourselves with magic.
So Reeve doesn't bother.
You realise, I won't make you make the checks because essentially you just keep trying. But you do notice that about like half the time you try and draw on your magic and it's not working. Well, bit less than half the time it doesn't work. It's much harder to draw on your magic out here. And as you
Good grief, what is this?
climb up to the top,
Milikadi.
you see out over the ocean, out towards the continent. I should move the party token, shouldn't I? Towards the. You are now here. You see out towards the continent of Ecox, and you can see that it and the sky is tinged sort of slightly teal, cyany green, greeny blue.
Is that the colour of the dome?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
And every now and then it kind of ripples and shimmers. And Mathias particularly, you note that there is, like, every now and then you see strange, like, swirls of energy outside of the dome, which you don't know quite what the fuck that's about. No one else sees them, but Mathias does see, like, every now and then just strange, like, folds, where it kind of looks like looking through water. You know how when you put like your finger in a glass of water, it looks like it's been shunted sideways.
The light diffracts.
Yeah.
Can I roll Arcana to figure out what this is? What's doing this?
Yeah, you certainly try. Your hard DC.
+8 for a reason. Let's see how incompetent Mathias still is.
14.
Relative.
Awful.
Relative.
You're not quite sure? It could be a number of things. Yeah, it's hard to say. It might be something to do with the dome. Or whatever the dome is protecting against. How much does Mathias know about Milikadi?
Well,
Perhaps
he
just
studied at the university, but he's never actually been here, as far as I know, so...
Cool. Have you bothered reading the law document on Milikadi?
I have.
The section on Milikadi?
I've read all of it. It's some time ago, but I
Good.
did read all of it.
Okay. Then you would know that the dome protects against the arcane flux. Which means that the magic itself gets a lot wilder and a lot more aggressive outside the dome. And it's probably that you're seeing, although you're not quite sure why you're actually seeing it, because you shouldn't be.
I will take a mental note of it.
Okay, this isn't something Sauriv would know, obviously, but when you say outside the dome, do you mean everywhere outside the dome? As in, Milikadi is fucking everyone else over? Or like, just right outside the dome?
Just like right outside the dome. The
Just-
dome
okay.
only covers
I thought so,
Milikadi.
but-
You can't really
Yeah.
see past that, and you didn't see them before. You can't like see too far because you're at sea level, so you got about 6 miles to the horizon.
Okay, well, statistically, it would slightly fuck everyone else over, but because dispersion, it doesn't do it to a notable degree.
Yeah, and the coast the coast here is like 30 miles, so it's a similar distance to the British Channel at places. The British Channel, the English Channel. Go fuck yourself, France.
Like how you think France is part of Britain there, that's exciting.
They might as well be. They're also going down the shitter
No.
these days.
No!
No,
We
we
don't want
that.
France to be a part of Britain.
I'm aware, but like they're also going down the shitter, so they might as well be, honestly.
I don't know. Merry old England's fine. That's what you're talking about.
Please take French with you.
I believe May old England disagrees. Anyway, politics aside. Yeah, it's a bit strange. But as you sort of look out, you guys can climb out of the small, like, cavern-y, cove-like area. Clamber up onto, what is essentially a, not too high up, like a low island. And there are the walls of a great city, like, right next to you. Like right there. You're actually under Milikadi.
Once we're on stable ground and settled, I'll just lean into Akane and ask,
Why have you got so much
Akane.
static?
have I got static?
Yeah, you did for a moment.
You did, yeah, for a second. It was kind of weird.
Odd. Anyway,
It's gone now.
Akane,
But don't worry.
do you see those swirls outside the barrier?
Sorry, I cut out a little bit like that. What you saying?
Do you see those swirls outside the barrier?
What swirls? Look outside the barrier. Do I see any swirls?
Nope.
No.
Pandal? Coghammer?
Well,
do
I
see-
see the barrier.
Sauriv? Yeah, no,
When I see Sauriv, I just don't see swirls.
Well,
See
swirls
waves.
none of you see anything that's like beyond the barrier. Magic churning
No.
visibly.
No.
I think you're just going mental, mate.
I think going may be a bit charitable. there,
Yeah.
Sauriv.
Maybe, but
So yeah, if you want to get
honestly
really
can't
I
deep,
can't blame you, but
patterns will be there if you look for them. Eventually you'll find them, so... Coghammer's right.
I don't think patterns should be moving, but whatever.
Clearly never seen a a magic eye illusion. They're quite fantastic.
Right, let's see if we can get in this city and find a gate in this wall, shall we?
That's pretty easy.
And you set off walking towards where you
know where the
guys
gate is.
know a gate
Go
is,
to it.
which is
Yeah.
actually really not that far from where you came in. If I remember, it's like 20 minutes walk.
It's not that far. Yeah, I've never been like, oh, well, it's a gate right here.
Yeah, you're actually super conveniently close. So you make your way over to where the gate happens to just be. And yeah, you see down the street into this huge sort of elven city with its different architecture. It's much more elegant than the places you're used to. Coria, Avriel, Yosa, any of that. It's very low to the ground, got domed roofs and things. It looks like it expects heavy rainfall. That's one thing you notice. There's drains everywhere, gutters in the streets. All of the roads are slightly curved. But it's also, in its own way, it has this sort of elegance to it. And then up in the centre you see this huge building. Or a number of huge buildings even. One of which you recognise to be the Great Library.
Okay.
Reminds me of when we came over with Princess Inral.
I mean, it's funny that because it's like the same place.
I know,
Not
but
very long
Wasn't that long
afterwards.
ago either.
just a stupid.
That was yesterday.
I was gonna say.
Wait, was it yesterday?
No, it was the day
We
before.
We haven't had a long rest in a while. It feels like yesterday.
It was literally...
Like it's weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I guess it
weeks
was,
ago.
but also it was literally like 2 days.
2 days.
2 months ago for us. 2 days ago for our cat.
Never mind that. I won't
Yeah.
say that.
Like, shit, it's funny.
It was the day before yesterday. Yeah, no, you do say that. It happens.
I'm nostalgic for
Too
the
late.
day before yesterday.
Uh,
Oh wait, where's first port of call? Are we gonna get you a new sword? Are we gonna go see your lady love? What's the... Is that
I
the same
mean-
task?
Maybe, I don't know. Who's my lady love for?
That's like, there was the one time where you said after you came out of the magic shop, you said she said your name and you felt weird on like your insides. That one.
Yeah. Lady love? Not so sure, but
I mean,
she's nice.
exactly, that's step 1. Trust me, it goes fast.
I'm very confused.
That's what love does to you, Sauriv.
Yeah, it's
yeah, first it makes you confused and then it leaves you alone.
Oof.
I mean, or you just, meet them in a prison cell and then you're married. Like, it's a whole thing.
Okay then.
Yeah, listen.
That's a story for later, I take it.
Ah, sure.
Oh, Pandal, you know that like piece of junk you've been working on? The little white thing?
The ivory, yes, I've been...
If you say so, I think I need to get one of those.
Are you gonna get another piece of junk just like my piece of junk, or are you gonna get...
Yes.
Okay, that's exciting.
You like finding junk or?
No, this is definitely mine. He can't have
What?
it.
Why are guys always comparing the junk?
I think it's just these guys, to be honest.
Yeah, well, what happens
I mean,
in
I got a
London
lot of it.
is- Yeah, he's winning in quantity, maybe not quality.
Okay, in the windows aside, you guys lead the way, because I have no clue where we're going.
What are you talking about?
Not your junk.
Why not?
Because we have no interest in your junk.
I'm
Come
sure
on, it's so
many
interesting. Look at it. I just shake around.
I turn my head away instantaneously.
I'm
the
not
clanking of
Rattle, rattle.
God damn it! Coghammer, was it? I don't want to see your junk. Cover it up. I don't get.
what?
No.
He's literally covered
Don't
in
have
Right,
shrapnel
results
from
put
the
over
fire.
it.
What on earth do you
Don't
think
flash
we were
your
talking
junk
about?
In the middle of the street, in front of the gate, in front of the guards. Just don't do that. There's no need
Been
for it.
wearing it for,
I
like, the
can't,
whole
I
time.
can't cover it. I don't have anything big enough.
Nothing will fit it, Matthias. Don't make fun of him.
Ah, good grief.
He's got too much girth. Cloaks aren't made for that.
Matthias is gonna
Like
walk
the
forward
guy
into the
rolling
city
on a
laughing.
I think I remember why we don't do anything in this game.
Listen, I can't be held fully responsible.
I take full responsibility.
I'm gonna start following Matthias, because Matthias is going first and he doesn't know where he's going, and this will be fun.
Okay, so you follow
Sure, I'm
Matthias.
gonna follow Mathias as
We'll
well.
follow Matthias.
So Matthias, you begin heading off down this sort of central street.
Oh, they're just gonna let us through the gate without any.
Yeah.
There's not even anyone at the gate.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you
Can I
just
just
kind
But yeah,
of
this
walk
place
through
gives
the gate?
folks.
Yeah.
Look
just
left and right.
wander on in. Yeah, it's essentially there's a road that rings around the edge of the wall, and then there's this huge central road that's much wider than normal. That seems to lead towards a central square or a central circle, a squircle, as it might be called.
Fuck off your squircles again.
Sparkle.
As I'm walking in the lead, I'm just gonna announce, guys, if none of you are gonna guide the way, I'm just gonna get us straight to the library. You realize that, right?
Okay.
Even know what it is?
Okay, I'm going this way, and I'm gonna head over to the magic shop.
I'm
Okay.
gonna start.
Follow Sauriv.
I'm gonna start trying to direct Matthias down alley, so we get to the magic shop, but in the most inconvenient route.
Okay.
I do much stupid shit with Matthias before he gets wise to who I am again.
Okay, so Sauriv, do you follow or do you just go on your own way?
I mean, I'm just gonna look. I'm just gonna see. Where are you going?
Oh, we're going this way. It's a shortcut. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
I heard about a tabaxi who is really good at these. Well, come on.
Matthias doesn't know shit.
Oh my god, Mom.
Now, Jules is canon in Aftermath. You're well.
Well.
I think this is gonna take like an hour of faffing about.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be that long. It's just gonna
Wind up
take like
anywhere.
an extra 10 minutes.
Okay, so you take about 11 minutes to get to the magic no. So
Do I even know?
you take like a
this
half hour
second?
to get
Oh my God.
to get to the magic shop because it's yep. As you
Do I
take
even
the most
know
convoluted
this?
route you can. Probably not.
Oh, good grief.
Welcome back, guys. We love you.
Yeah, it's like
This
the
is why
street over from
This is
the.
why Pandal is amazing.
Yeah, it's like the street over from the library.
You
But
just look straight over.
It's like a street over.
unfortunately, you can't actually see the central squircle from it, which means that you probably aren't going to notice until you like leave the magic shop, and they'll be like, "Wait, motherfucker!"
Owen.
But yeah, eventually, you do
Yeah,
get
we
to
make it to-
the magic shop, which I believe was called just the magic
I
shop.
think it was the
Yeah,
magic
I'm
shop,
pretty
right?
sure it was.
I believe this was the magic shop. Let me pull up my notes on this one. Milikadi. It is the magic shop called the magic shop.
Mm-hmm.
Small looking building. Yeah,
With Astra.
it is Astra.
Opal.
AstroTurf.
Gonna walk in.
Yeah,
Opal,
you walk in. There's the same sort of blonde elf woman behind the counter.
Hello.
Oh,
Does
Again.
Sauriv look in love? Can I roll an insight from that?
you can
Oh.
certainly try.
I am convinced Sauriv is in love. Insight or otherwise.
21. Sauriv, I guess, deception? Persuasion? I don't know. I guess.
Even I don't fucking.
Perform. Use the skill. Perform.
Deception, persuasion.
Zero either way. So.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're all plus 0. 15. Okay.
Yeah, they're all zeros.
Pretty hard to read.
Really?
I mean, yeah. He's a big lizard boy. Not entirely sure what emotions look like on a big lizard boy face.
She's been around him for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
Surely
Yeah,
she'll pick it up
yeah.
something.
Well, I mean, probably. Like, he's...
Yeah, well.
His
got
eyes aren't doing that
rage,
wooga
looks like.
thing, that's what you get.
Yeah, he looks more confused than anything.
Yeah.
Like, uncertain.
Not quite sure why I'm here, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
He's just happy to be along for the ride.
Oh, welcome back, Sauriv.
Hello.
You feel a reverberation in your chest as she says your name. Again.
Whole time.
That still feels weird. Anyway, hello again. How have you been? It's been like a day and a half.
It has. I didn't think you'd be back so quickly. That's wonderful.
Neither did I. Unfortunately, I lost my sword. So,
Looking for a new one?
Yep.
Well, how much coin do you have to spare then? I think I have a few things that might help.
Gonna look over at the others. Just some.
I'm just gonna like nod, like, yeah, he's got some coin.
Do you mind if I browse about while you're looking for a sword?
Feel free. He sort of gestures around. Well, she duplicates as you. She like gestures to do that, and as she does that, Mathias, just a copy of her walks out from where she is, like just in the same space, and just walks over to start showing you around the things that she has.
Hang on now.
Like, look over the
they're
desk. Does she have a staff of duplicity back there?
She does not appear to
Can I
have a
roll-
staff of duplicity.
Can I
You
roll
also
an
can't see
Arcana to
over the
try
desk.
it?
You're 3.5 foot tall.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's why I'm trying, but failing.
Yeah, but she does not appear to have one.
It's like,
Can you roll an Arcana?
Yes.
It's an investigation check.
I can also try that.
investigate.
Well,
Try
I'm
being
trying to figure out how she does that. That's what I want to know.
That's fair. That's investigation.
Come
You
on.
do not know. Magic, probably.
Fairs. How do you do that?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Well, I'm not worried about it. I'm just interested.
That's okay.
Fair enough. And I'll start looking around. Oh, question. Do you happen to have... I require a very specific eye lotion. That makes you see
Eye
better.
lotion? Oh.
That makes you see everything, you know, true seeing and all.
Oh.
You happen to have that in stock?
I don't think we have any in stock, but I could get some made for you. It would
Sure.
take a little while, maybe an hour or two.
That's fine. I don't think we're in a hurry.
I think if you came back in 2 hours, I could get that for you.
Let's call it 2 doses. We can do that.
I think I can do that. Maybe, 70 gold for the 2?
70. Whoa.
Well, the true
About-
seeing, material components are not actually that easy to come by.
No, but are that rare in this city?
Well, we do have to specially grow them for that exact purpose.
May I try and roll insight if she's shitting me or not?
You can certainly try.
By the way, is there like a rack of swords or anything like that?
Hey!
There will be.
Got a good roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wander over in that direction.
Okay, well, this is happening at the same time as you're talking to the other one.
Yeah. Alright, okay.
They're working at the same time. 21. She appears to be truthful. Hard to read, but seems to be telling the truth.
Can we bring that down to 65?
I think we could do that.
Or not? Thank you very much.
Well, if you would like, feel free to have a look around. We have a number of wonderful ointments, potions, and other magical items.
Of course, remind me to pay up front before I leave.
Very well. And she vanishes, just gone. While that happening, Sauriv. She goes, well, if you are looking for a sword, if you'd follow me, she steps out from behind the desk, leaving another copy of herself behind the desk, and walks over to sort of a rack of swords, and starts sort of going through them. We have a couple.
Big ones, preferably. Bigger the better.
Well, these ones here, and gestures at sort of a few on the side. We've 3 that might suit your needs, if it's similar to the one you had with you last time.
I mean, yeah, it'd be nice. Pretty much anything.
Hmm.
Magic would be nice, I think. Yeah.
Well, these are a magic shop. These are all magically sharpened. Of course, were you to bring something with you, we could apply an enchantment of your choosing to it. But these are, well, simple swords. They'll do a little more... they cut a little easier than you would think, and they're nifty at getting through armour. This one in particular, and she gestures at, like, the first one, which has this sort of bronze, like... yeah, it's either sort of like bronze or brass type blade. Maybe a combination of the both. With a sort of, what looks like maybe fucking some kind of ray leather hilt. Some like real fancy black hilt and a... It's a little interesting looking. It was a great sword. This one is particularly adept at burning. Once the blade is ignited, if you... And she sort of gestures at it. Feel free to pick it up and give it a swing if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna try it.
Okay, you pick it up.
Yeah. Seems balanced.
Yeah, it seems relatively balanced. And, well, feel free to swing it. Well, if you do, it should. Go on, give it a swing.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna... yeah, I'm gonna just give it a big old swing. Just gonna... Is there anything nearby to swing at?
No, that doesn't look really expensive.
There's a couple of people around.
There's a couple of folk.
A couple of faces there, that'll do.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna swing it at the air, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you swing
I
it.
don't want to break anything.
As
Already won.
As you do so, the blade of the sword sort of ignites into fire, and this fire leaps forward about 10 feet off the end of the blade. As you don't hit anything, this sort of arc the arc that you swing, it kind of just stays through the air, just igniting and burning. And the moment you stop swinging, it like launches itself forwards, but like 10 feet in like the most anime way possible. You know exactly what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I approve.
As soon as this happens. Ah!
As soon as this happens. Ah!
This
Okay, that was awesome. Yeah, I like that.
it burns quite well. And well, if you miss or you're just short, then it has a chance for hitting. This
I
one.
don't miss often, but that'd be a nice thing to have.
This one, and she gestures to
You never miss, huh?
oh my god. She gestures to the next sword down. There's like 3 of them on top of each other. That was the top one. And the next one appears to have this sort of bright green blade that kind of shimmers when you look at it, as if it's like coated in oil. And a sort of pretty standard handle and crossguard and stuff. Hilt and crossguard. Brown leather wraps. Yeah, relatively standard. This one's... well, it's I'd say similar, but not even close. It's perhaps more suited for stopping an enemy in its tracks. Yeah, it's poisonous.
What?
Well, if you put that one back and then give this one a swing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay, you put
do the
that.
same, you know, just swing at the air again.
You give it a swing. As you do so, the shimmering effect along the sword seems to like leave a trace in the air that lasts for maybe like a few inches behind. No, it's just a few inches behind the sword. It just kind of trails as if it's like slightly lagging behind whatever the sword is doing. Even when you're not actively swinging it, it seems to just slightly lag behind the sword. It's actually kind of disconcerting. I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Well, most anything it touches, it'll inflict a great deal of pain on. And it's a poison that's known for stunning. And then she gestures at another one, which seems to have no blade at all. It's just a hilt. It does... Okay, so it's a sideways sword rack, right? It's at the bottom. The hilt is floating as if it's suspended because the two supports would be over the blade. But the hilt is just floating because the blade is, like, essentially the blade is completely invisible. This one, if you want to give it a try, be careful, it is all there. Well, it's a little harder to see. If you give it a swing...
You don't say. That seems a bit meh. I'll give it a go. I'm going to pick up the hilt one-handed.
Sure. Yeah, it feels the exact same weight.
I don't like this one. Yeah. Not a fan of that. That's weird.
Not a fan?
I'm
Well,
going to put it back.
that's a shame. That one's, well, it's actually quite suited to that potion of the storm that you bought earlier. Oh, well, it's a Stormwalker's sword. It, well, it can push things back if you sort of spin it. It can freeze along its edge, giving it an extra coating of ice that's perhaps a little more dangerous, and it can make wounds that bleed more than they should.
Does it even have an edge?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to run my finger along where I
Yeah.
think the edge would be.
Yep, it's there. And it's sharp. It's really magically sharp.
Bit sharper than I expected, but that's alright.
Well.
Gonna suck my finger a little.
Yep, it's slightly bleeding. It feels cold. Very cold.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not so much a fan of that one, to be honest. I do like the first one, though. The first one's nice. The one with the fire.
This one? Yes. A Flame Weaver's sword. Quite
Yeah, well, that's nice.
A powerful enchantment. I could let this one go for... 400 gold?
Okay. Can I make a deposit? Have it on loan for a while?
I'm afraid, Sauriv, your chest reverbs, we don't do that. It's not good business practice, especially when you're selling weapons, because more often than not, people tend to die.
Okay. I mean, I've not died yet.
How much is that sword?
400 gold, she said.
Sauriv, how much are you short?
400?
I'm not. I mean, I have it all back at home, of course, but 160 at the moment.
You want 160 gold, Sauriv. Just
I
for
don't
now.
want 160 gold. I wouldn't complain.
Would you like to give? Do you want a loan from me?
I will happily take a loan from anyone.
Nah,
who's willing to
Pandal,
give
don't
to me.
bother. And Mathias starts counting money.
You are very kind, Mathias, and I will never insult your brainy bits again.
Is this not a rental store?
I don't believe that.
No, I'm afraid not. The
You have
one
any
at the desk
rentable
says.
illusions? Is there
What is that, whorehouse though? What the fuck?
We don't have rentable illusions, but you could buy one if you like.
like illusionaries? No illusionary plays or scripts or?
No, I'm afraid not.
Shame.
By the way, any chance that a return customer could get a bit of a discount? You know, especially since you're making my chest go all like fuzzy and stuff inside, and it's really weirding me out, and I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, well, I'm flattered, Sauriv. Reverberation again. But
Stop saying my name.
I'm afraid you have only been here once before.
Oh, that's still a return customer, though.
Well, I'm afraid not, Sauriv. Perhaps if you
gonna
come
ha-
back some more.
I'm gonna hand Sauriv a pouch with a couple of coins in it.
Sure. You will come back again,
A
won't you,
couple was
Sauriv?
in 2 platinum, or?
No more as in 20 platinum.
No, okay.
just a couple of platinum.
Yeah. She just says, "You will come back again, won't you, Sauriv?" And you feel the chest reverberate slightly.
I most likely will. Yes. You're very kind.
He smiles.
Thank you.
Glad to
And
hear
I'm
it.
going to hand over the 40 platinum. That's the one.
Okay, you hold it out, and she, well, if you come over here, and she vanishes.
Oh, okay.
And
Yep.
you know,
Put it on the counter.
the doorway next to the counter, opens, and from the black void beyond, a hand reaches out. Appears to be her hand, grubby and covered in some kind of enchanting muck. She sort of reaches out, snatches the pack, and back in.
Is that
What's going on
how
here?
many of them? How many of you is there? Out
Me?
of curiosity.
Oh, just one.
How many copies of you are there?
We're not copies. Just illusions.
Illusions.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna look over at Pandal. Is there a difference?
Yeah, quite a lot of differences actually. We'll get into
Okay.
that later.
Don't bother.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. Thank you. I guess.
You're most welcome. Matthias, you
Okay. 4 platinum left.
Matthias,
Yes.
what are you, are you looking around, or were you just, waiting on Sauriv?
Just browsing, really.
Okay. There are,
Yeah, looking if there's any... Is there any armor, perchance?
there's not any armor. There is a large number of potions, like a ridiculous number of potions, as in like 2 walls of the store, despite the fact it only has 4.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
it's got 2 walls full of potions, 1 wall that has like some swords on it, a door, the counter against it, 1 wall that just has windows, and it also has a wall of just other miscellaneous items.
Hmm.
And I'm aware that's 5, but it only has 4 walls.
Good grief.
As you look around, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. What? Like you go, like the front wall like changes depending on which way you turn to look at it. If you turn clockwise, which is a window. If you turn anti-clockwise, it's not. It's got like some miscellaneous items laid up against it.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Matthias is less interested by all the magic items and more interested by the fact that there is 5 walls in a 4-wall room.
Yeah, okay. You're just kind of spinning around, looking at the window.
Yeah, he's gonna get distracted. Is there any expensive foci around?
Foci? Yeah, there's a,
Yes.
a couple laid out against
Anything
one wall.
from magic wands to orbs to whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
On said wall of miscellaneous things, there's a number of orbs, wands, staffs, that kind
Are
of
there any
stuff.
instruments?
any
There are
particularly
no
big,
instruments.
particularly clear orbs.
A particularly large clear orb. There aren't any clear orbs. There's some big orbs, but not some clear orbs. But they appear to be made of gemstones of some kind, like a large amethyst that's been rounded off.
Excuse me,
Yes, how can I help you?
can any of these be used for scrying?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, let me ask it differently then. Are any of these worth, well, would you buy any of these for 1,000 gold or more? If someone tried to sell it to you?
Well, yes, of course, some of these are worth over 1,000 gold. This one and this
Right.
one. She points to the large amethyst one, and a slightly, lot smaller one that is, about maybe the size of a fist, that appears to be spherical in it. Red ruby, I'd guess.
And these can be used to cast spells through them.
Of course, they're arcane foci.
Okay, perfect. I'll keep that in mind for the future.
gonna shovel over to Pandal. How much
Yeah.
did you pay for your thingy?
I don't actually remember. I believe I spent like 50 gold on it, and then just a lump, right? Yargon. I think I didn't spend much because I was gonna like do all the actual hard work myself.
Yeah.
I was gonna take-
Because it has to be worth how much? For 500 or something?
No,
1500.
1,500.
1,500. It might
You were
be.
like, it will take you a fucking year, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was going to take you ages to carve it because ivory, and if you fuck up, you will have to start over. But it's like, I think it might have been like 100 gold or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It
wasn't
was like-
nothing, it wasn't much.
Yeah, it was nothing compared to what it like has to be if you buy one carved of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head over to the counter. Hello.
Yes, hello.
I'm looking to buy a thing.
That's
Uh,
what we're here for.
It's white.
Uh-huh.
It's a piece of junk.
Okay. You've described... What, nothing, really?
Oh, I'm just turned back to Fennel. He has one.
He would like to buy a chunk of ivory worth about, I believe it was 100 gold.
Right. For the purpose of carving, I assume? Foci? Casting? Something like
I
that?
like look to Coghammer like, I think so, yes.
I think so. Is that what you're doing with it?
That's what I'm doing with it, yeah.
And
Carving
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I can do that for you. Do you have 100 gold?
I'll just start looking through and counting.
If you put it on the counter right at this line. You know, there's a small line engraved on the counter that's slightly curved.
1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin.
While he's counting, and I look around on the miscellaneous wall, are there any slippers that are inexplicably stuck to the wall?
You can't see the wall. And then you turn the other way, and then you can. There
Yeah,
do not
I'm
appear.
going to do a spin till it works.
There do not appear to be any slippers.
But are the generic shoes of Spider-Clan?
There are no form of footwear on the wall.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's got a lot of wondrous items. Nothing that you wear.
Well, that's... Are there any on display? Because I feel like I'm just checking the miscellaneous.
Yeah, no, there's no clothing of any kind around in the shop. It appears they make.
31.
Do you know anywhere I could buy sort of magical shoes? At Astra?
One of them is just watching. The another one
Was
sort
it
of
just on
steps out
watching?
sideways from her
Hello, yes.
to answer you. Magical shoes? Well, I suppose you'd want a tailor for that.
I would, but like usually they just go, here's some regular shoes, they're definitely magical, wink. And then you have to like mug them later to get your money back.
I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, maybe find a good tailor then, instead of whatever shoddy tailor you've been to.
Listen, Ovlock isn't a great place, don't make fun of it.
Oh, well, no, it's
Right,
a little
okay.
dry.
That I would agree. Alright, that's no problem then. I will definitely seek out a high quality tailor.
Sure thing.
$79, 80, 81.
Both of them are just kind of watching at this point.
I'm also
I'll go
watching,
up-
I'm fascinated by this.
I'll go up and pay the 65 gold for the ointments as well in the meantime. Counting
So you've-
a lot faster than this dwarf.
Okay. Do you put
Sauriv
up...
is also watching and struggling to keep up.
I'm gonna use my hands to like help Sauriv count on his fingers.
Nice.
So he can keep up, so he can go
Okay, yeah, I'm doing my best.
Okay.
100.
So you put 65 gold on the counter.
Yes.
And she turns to you. Can I have your name so that when you come back we know who to give it to?
Mathias Greenfield.
Thank you. And a hand reaches out from the door, like, feels around on the counter. It, like, touches Coghammer and his coins. It's like, nope. Grabs the purse that you put down and jump back in. And you do see this is just a door that appears to lead into a black void that has some like sigils on the floor and some like straws just floating ominously in the air.
There's like 5 seconds. There's like 5 seconds where Coghammer thinks he lost count, and then continues.
Oh god.
Was I at 86 or 85?
The hand distracted me.
By the way, the hand that comes out the door, does it look pretty much exactly the same?
Oh, it is attached to a version of Astra that is clearly like sort of sitting there floating with basically her back to the door, who is just sort of leaning back and reaching out.
Okay, so it's not like...
Yeah, she just appears to be covered in...
horrific hand or anything. It's
No, no, no. It looks like she's just covered in gunk from whatever she's enchanting, which it looks like she is currently doing. And it's just not leaving money on the counter. Whereas the illusions are not good at this. You know, it's like just covered in like chalk and like rare gem dust and, you know, stuff like that.
Diamond dust, just like across her face. Just the mechanic thing, she wipes her fucking brow, and it's like just ruby dust.
Just
like, okay, what a waste.
What a fucking rich kid. Yeah.
50 gold of ruby dust.
So you eventually managed to count that out. Coghammer. And she's right, thank you. And again, the hand sort of comes out, feels around, and then a moment or so later, this version of Astra that is, as previously described, in essentially overalls, as opposed to the sort of relatively nice blouse, tunic, and fucking long pants that the other ones are in. It's in essentially just overalls and that have like ridiculous numbers of pockets on them. Has a sort of like glasses-like thing that just has like a crap ton of lenses on, like jeweler's glasses, and got like tools hanging off a belt, and it's just sort of covered in chalk and bits of wax and, you know, that kind of stuff. I comes out and sort of scoops it all into a pouch and, pleasure doing business. Thanks. Just sort of steps back in, and a moment later, a hunk of ivy is just handed out to you from back through the doorway.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it looks to be a similar size to the one Pandal has. Slightly bigger.
I'll be honest, this shop has me intrigued.
Why's that?
Well, there's one wall too many.
Are there?
There seem to be...
I've never noticed.
Well, from my point of view, yes. There seem to be multiple versions of you, if I can call it that.
Weird, just
In simple
illusions.
terms, let's say. Well, yes, but still, there's some magic behind that.
Of course there is.
That will interest me. Besides, it's quite a nice collection.
Oh, thank you. What intrigues you about the sort of gestures around? Gestures at the one next to her, because the two never did merge. What intrigues you about us?
Well, I'm most about you specifically. Well, other than the fact that you can cast such vivid illusions at a whim. Mostly that one of you seems to be working in the abyss.
Oh, that's just a pocket dimension.
Fair enough. Then about the store itself, I'm gonna try and count the corners.
Yeah, there's 4 corners.
Then I'm gonna try and count the walls.
Yeah, there's 5 walls.
Yeah, see, I don't think a room with 4 corners is supposed to have 5 walls.
Well, you counted that one twice.
I'm also going to try and count the walls.
Yeah, you get to like 4. The walls changed, but you've got 4 walls.
There's just 4 walls. What are you talking about?
There's no...
I just
count
went up,
again.
that's the ceiling, Mathias.
I'll point up 6, and then I'm gonna count the
No,
walls
that's
again.
the floor.
Yeah, that floor doesn't count. That's
7.
not a wall.
I'll count the walls again.
Just said it doesn't count.
Not sure what you're getting at.
Okay,
I'll count the walls again, damn it.
let's just say before this isn't... Oh shit, I said I wasn't going to insult his intelligence.
I'll do it for you. Mathias isn't the sharpest bulb in the box.
How many walls are there, Yargon?
Technically, there are 4 walls. One of them just changes, depending on how you look at it.
That's not just an illusion, is it?
No, of course not.
There are things going on here I'd like to get to the bottom of, but I'm gonna have to do that at some other point in time. Because I do believe we have more business here. In this city. Or am I wrong in that?
Do we?
I don't know.
I'm just here to get a sword.
Well, you're welcome to spend as long as you want, Mathias. And you feel a sort of strange reverberation in your chest. If she says that.
Arcana right away.
I fucking know it.
Go for it. Roll for Arcana check.
I fucking knew it.
No, she said, can I have
Face
your
son of a
name?
bitch.
20. You have no idea.
Oh, she didn't ask my name, damn it.
No, she didn't.
I'm just gonna.
It didn't come up with...
I'm just gonna squint my eyes at her. Sorry, I have to ask. What are you?
I'm an illusion.
Seems like a rude question.
What?
Yeah, but
What
it
is
does.
the one casting the illusions?
Well, that's, me. But also not me, I guess. That's Astra.
What is Astra?
She's an elf. I'm an elf. We're an elf. What are you getting at?
Well, I think I know why everyone's making fun of Sauriv.
No one's making fun
I'll
of
come back
Sauriv.
later for
You're
those.
not making fun of me. No,
Thank you.
I'll kill them.
They better not be.
I would never make fun of my Michi.
He's being genuine as well.
Yeah, I know, it's so sweet. Such a charmer with his words.
Very well. I'll see you in 2 hours.
I'll see you later. And I'll head for the exit.
Okay.
Ta-ta! See you another time. Probably pretty soon, considering how long it took this. I don't know. We'll see.
Goodbye, Steve. Do come back.
Meow.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel it again, obviously.
As we're walking to where we're going, I'm gonna pull out a piece of ivory.
Okay.
Just stare at it.
Mhm.
What do I look like?
I'm gonna try and
How
cast major
How
image.
shiny's my sword?
Like,
Your sword?
Yeah. Does it like reflect at all?
Yeah, it's pretty... It's relatively shiny, yeah. It's got sort of a pattern.
I'm just gonna like put
across
it in
it.
front of him and try and like shine himself onto it, so he can see
You
himself.
can kind of see your reflection in it.
what's the roll for a
Bit
third
of
level
energy.
spell?
Oh,
It's
sad.
essentially roll against a counter spell.
So
Roll to...
Spell.
Well, no, essentially,
Roll again.
roll against the DC of a counter spell with a spellcaster check.
Okay.
the spell casting or ability score?
Ability score. 13,
level.
that's 3rd level, yeah, you make it.
Yeah.
Meet its beat. So yeah, you cast Major Image.
Coghammer.
Yeah.
That's what you look like.
Haha. Quite
I
a
know.
handsome devil.
Who's
God,
that
I just
handsome
laughed out
devil?
loud at that.
What's that, Akane?
She just laughs out loud when he says that.
Fair.
I'm just gonna like pose and flex Stinky into like a mirror.
It doesn't copy you,
Keep
unless it
moving.
does.
As much as possible.
Okay, it does.
It's like a mirror.
It's like a mirror with lag.
Yeah, it's like stop.
Does
Sorry.
Coghammer notice? Probably not.
Hello.
Do you also feel that in your chest when she says your name?
Yeah, it feels weird.
Wait, oh my god. Wait, Mathias, you too?
Don't start it.
There's a laughter. Oh, this is amazing.
It might be all the raw meat that's moving.
Bias face bombs.
Yeah, but
Oh, I always
Falls
rob
harder.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
like
think he does.
have less. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
yeah, red meat's good for you or something. But no, but this is exciting, you two. You're gonna have to vie for her love.
We are.
Oh, like one of those love
Okay,
circles.
okay.
Yes, like a
Sauriv,
love circle, but it's a triangle.
Sauriv?
Coghammer, what the fuck?
Huh?
Don't you need a squircle?
Sauriv, you can have her. I'm not fighting you. Jesus.
We're fighting? What? I'm confused.
No, we're absolutely not fighting.
You want to fight?
No.
Fight.
Fight.
I think they want us to fight.
But what was that?
Sauriv,
there-
she's your true love. Matthias, she's also apparently your true love.
She's not.
Sure.
She's very magical.
You don't know what love feels like. I would
I'm
put money on that.
I pointed him accusatorily.
I'm not even gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue that. That's fair enough.
Exactly.
Either way,
I was waiting for the that's not true. Insight check.
Actually, yeah, that's a good shot. I'm not gonna touch it. I believe him. I believe he's a sad fucking red books all day.
That's fair.
Sauriv can have her if he really wants. There's something magical going on. I'm starting to doubt that's a pocket dimension. But we'll figure it out later. In the meantime, is there any more business in the city?
There's magic everywhere, and I just like make a gesture with my hands, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
Delusional, so make suggestion.
With like a 0.5 second delay.
Yeah, it's like the worst like dance routine ever. He literally starts doing like the Haruhi Suzumiya dance, but like way out of sync.
Well, yes, of course, there's magic everywhere.
It's a dance routine that
Especially
hasn't been rehearsed. You're just copying what the other person's doing.
Yeah.
Either way, what are we supposed to do for the next 2 hours?
For the next 2 hours,
I mean, I have a trip to Avril to do at some point, so...
Oh, shit.
I didn't check for masks in there, did I?
They don't need to be magical, they literally just need to be made of porcelain.
yeah, mine's ain't. Only his is. Point
Yeah,
blank
I'm
random,
the only one
because
glorious
he's-
enough to have a magical
Because you
one.
did need to. Let's go find. I need a mask. I'm gonna try and find a mask.
You guys and your masks. No, just like knock on my head and it's clang clang.
Do you have a metal head?
No.
Because you're not wearing a mask. And it's... I'm not sure. Never mind, I'm sure it's fine. Oh well. I'm just gonna follow Mathias, I guess. Can I get a...
Yeah.
magic item thingy for the thing?
Yes, I'm just writing it out.
Are you writing it? I thought so.
I'm basically gonna start wandering around for, searching for a market.
Okay.
Start wandering the market in search for a mask.
So you head off towards the central squircle, and
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
okay, you do see it is actually labelled Squircle, town Squircle, city Squircle. Guess it'd be the city Squircle.
City Squircle.
Yes, the city Squircle. It's at the centre. There's a huge library off to one side. It's like a rounded square. In fact, it's called a circle. It's a circle, but it's the square. And you see there appears to be like a number of the sort of large roads that you came off, which it's like one road over from where you were. And as you like go up to it, you realise that the road that you came from is like right next to it. And you were maybe like a 15-minute walk from the magic shop, not half an hour. There is a small market set up where you'd be able to peruse if you choose.
Yes, I would. Also giving Pandal some accusing glances.
Fuck.
Oh, look charming as normal.
What's
Okay,
right?
so I've decided, you know what, I'm fed up with Yargon's bullshit, I'm going to find out the official term for this. It is actually Squircle.
No, you're fucking right.
I'm not
way.
kidding.
I don't believe you.
Wikipedia article
Don't.
for Squircle.
It's the same as the bar flap.
Oh my god.
It is.
I am
The
posting
fucking-
Oh
it
my
in
god.
Aftermath. There you go.
This is ridiculous.
The Squircle.
It's a rounded square. I'm aware of what a Squircle is. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, that's awful.
This pains me.
Honestly, someone had wanted an early lunch break. They were like, "What should we name this square circle?" Fucking Squircle. Let's go get coffee. And then just fucking left. Like Squircle left their desk.
I don't know why you thought it would be anything other than a Squircle. It's obviously a Squircle.
Dude, science makes me cry.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, I
Yep.
remember there was a stupid acronym that we have to remember in tech support. And it's like really fucking dumb.
Oh,
don't
it's,
remember what it's
RCFM.
it's
What's a fucking
Oh,
Pepcac?
yeah, is it PEBCAC?
no.
Probably.
It's
exists.
4 letters, I'm pretty sure. And it stands for something like... Is it the file system or something?
Fats?
RTFM.
RTFM. Just gonna look that up.
Read the
Because I don't-
fucking manual.
No, it's... Oh, I'll find it. Go. I need to go. It's... I
Who knows?
remember it was something really dumb.
Something about tech support is dumb? Really? Wow, that's fucking shocking.
Can't even that. That's not dumb enough.
So, yeah, anyway.
So yeah, we'll just... I guess we're just following Mathias to fight.
Okay, so Mathias, you start, like, wandering around a market. You can find some masks, some porcelain ones if you want to. You can get them for a couple of silver. They're real
Yeah,
cheap.
big enough, fits my face, white, and that'll
Mhm.
do.
You can get that, yeah. Yeah,
Deal then. How
like
much silver are
fi-
we talking?
like 5 silver.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. That it takes you like sort of half an hour to get that. Really, it's not too difficult. Yeah, what do you guys intend to do for the next sort of hour and a half? Maybe longer.
Well, first off, I would like to figure out exactly what this bloody sword does. But I know you're just writing that now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just
wander around.
writing it out in D&D terminology, so it's fancy. Okay,
Oh.
so you're essentially
Don't
doing
run away.
doing the attune to item type thing.
Do I need to attune to this? Because
Hit
I
it.
already got the effects.
You
So
don't.
I'm assuming I don't.
You don't actually need to attune to it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Sorry, you can attune to it. It is an attunement item. You don't have to attune to it to get all of the effects, but if you attune, there is
Oh, okay.
another effect you can get.
Then yeah, I would attune to it,
Okay.
I suppose.
Sure. What's everyone else doing then?
I
Uh,
don't have much to do,
Don't have
so
much
I
I
guess
pick the
just...
desire to do.
I'll go with Sauriv to
Drinking?
figure out what the sword is. Akane, I don't drink anymore.
You don't? Why not?
No, I told you I went on a bit of... I'm shitting, where's the bar?
That's better.
You know, Mathias, I got this very good liquor. You wanna try something?
What liquor
And
is
I-
this?
Pull out the bottle.
Oh no.
Okay, does it look like the same bottle that looks like the stuff we got in, well, from
No,
the...
I pulled off the attic.
It is just a brown glass bottle with no label.
I'll take it off her if she lets me.
Yeah?
Okay.
Chug, 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 chug.
No, hang on.
Clash with
Is
Miss.
it-
Come on.
Is this for the same place, from the same place where you left me?
Don't think so.
Garazeth is the name of the plane. Fucking... Is it? It's not cooked.
Do I have to roll a deception?
You can if you want. hell's the name of the place?
I'll insight then.
21. Yes, roll an insight.
Roll a 14.
Hey, Mathias is back.
Definitely not.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
She seems to be telling the truth.
I'll open it and carefully sniff it.
Smells quite strong. Not crazy strong, just relatively strong.
I'll hand her the bottle back. I'll take out my own bottle, which is definitely from that plane,
Mm-hmm.
and sniff it.
Doesn't smell the same.
But don't you drop
Huh. No. I'll put my own bottle away.
You're very paranoid about this drink. Just drink up.
Because it
bloody
wouldn't be...
drink it.
Okay, it wouldn't be the first time I go stone cold from one sip, and I don't want to do that in the middle of the street.
Oh bloody hell! I'm gonna take the ball off and.
Sauriv, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have advantage?
Advantage?
Because of the,
Too
Bill
much because
Kind?
danger sense.
He has advantage because of the Belt of Dwarven Kind. Yes, you do.
Yes.
Should still be danger sense.
That's an 18. I don't bullshit.
Sauriv. That's quite... And then you're just unconscious.
Oh, I wasn't too bad.
Akane,
Yeah.
where do you get that?
Karazas. She just says with
And the
A
lie
very-
comes
very
crumbling
innocent
down. I'm gonna cast
smile.
Lester Reference.
I'm gonna just slap Sauriv across the
Sauriv,
face.
you slap Sauriv across the face at the same time Pandal casts Lesser Resto and it appears to wake him up.
Aha!
Oh,
Now no longer poisoned.
that wasn't very strong.
See, Akane, this is
Wait,
why
why
I
am I on
don't
the floor?
trust you.
You forgot laying down. You decided it would be comfy.
You drank from
okay.
the bottle that definitely doesn't come from Gazareth.
Karazas.
Right, okay.
Garozeth. I only lived there for 2 weeks. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Wow.
Anyway, the bar then.
So, Sauriv, you want another swing of this?
Maybe when we're in the bar.
No.
Money worth it, definitely. Best buy in the whole
Just-
campaign.
Are we gonna drink for another hour?
Is that the plan, guys?
I'm gonna start doing some carving. 'Cause
Yeah,
might
I'm
as
also.
well.
Me and Coghammer are gonna do carving club. We're gonna do
I want
arts
to
and
take a
crafts.
very tiny
Should we
sip from
carve ourselves for each other?
I want to take a very tiny
I
sip
think we
from
should
the
carve
bottle.
ourselves for safety.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a check then.
Dex. Did we last time? We might not.
Yes, you guys, if you could both give me a dexterity check, and
Would
if...
thinkers apply at all?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
And,
You're gonna get it done way quicker.
if we can get a... what do you call it? If I can, a Constitution save from you, Akane.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
16.
18.
Akane, you pass out. You take like a tiny sip and you're like, ah, that's quite strong. And you're gone. 18, 25. Okay, yeah, you get a bit more progress done. Where is it noted down on my notes?
I'm not going to be drinking any more of that stuff unless someone offers to me.
That's fair.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna ask for
I
it.
kind of
Yeah,
got
no.
offered to you because
Yeah.
he's knocked out.
Guys, would it be weird if a professor was carrying around his own student?
Are you a professor still?
You got fired.
Oh, fish! I got fired.
Yeah, well, you like quit, and they were like, go adventure. I don't know. I thought you got fired. Did you not get fired? I thought you got fired.
Well, she didn't graduate, so she's still my student.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's not. I don't care.
So, I'm not sure to be
You
honest.
know, I think
Probably not. She's
I think they have a
student of
problem
the
when you start
university.
like sleeping with each other. Until then, you're probably all right.
Right. Wait, hang on. I can't lift her.
I'm just gonna throw her over my shoulder. Where's she going?
To the tavern with us, I suppose.
I thought we were
Okay.
already at the tavern.
So did I, honestly, but
Okay, so, okay.
Where I don't know.
I have a plan. What we should do is we should put Akane on one of the tables and then sit a stall over. And then, if someone comes up to rob her, I can then cast Lesser Restoration on Akane, so Akane wakes up and we can jump the person and be like, don't rob people.
Or how about
just
we
jump them and
just don't
make sure
do
they don't
that?
rob people.
Yeah, but how are we going to know who's going to rob people unless there's someone to rob?
How about we just don't try and figure it out and don't try and get into a mess?
Also,
That's fair. I'd like use my 2 fingers to knock Akane on the top of the head and cast Lesser Restoration.
Fair.
While she's
okay.
being carried by Sauriv.
Akane, you wake up in Sariv's loving arms. Potentially.
Oh, wow.
Take me to
What? What's happening?
Oh no, it's not like Princess Carrie. It's just thrown over the
It's
sofa.
Fireman's Hole. Yeah,
Okay.
I figured it.
You wake up
like
looking at
over his
a
shoulder.
floor and tail over
See, I'm
Sariv's
there.
shoulder.
I look up confused. Oh, where am I?
Oh, she's alive.
Yes, she's fixed.
Yeah, thanks,
Right,
Pandal.
put it down.
So no rubbing?
Don't don't
Please
drink
don't throw me
that.
down. Don't throw me.
What? I didn't throw you. I just put you down.
You said you were down.
I said I put you down.
Oh, never mind then.
Sauriv wouldn't do
I
that.
threw you over my shoulders. I put you down because you were awake.
Oh, okay. Just- never mind, I didn't say anything. I thought you said you threw her down.
No. Sariv, by the way, I've added a handout for your sword.
Yay!
I think you can say it.
I can.
Nice.
Ooh. What's the range of the arc of fire?
10
It just
feet.
says 10-foot line.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot line.
Okay, so is that like 5 foot wide?
Yeah, it's essentially, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
It's considered a... Well, I mean, it's the 2 squares, 2 tiles in front of you when it comes to D&D battle maps.
Normally it says both, that's why I'm asking.
Yes. Sorry.
Just to make sure. Don't worry about it.
I mean, essentially the width is the width of your slice, but, yeah, consider it like 5 feet.
Sure. Oh my god, this is just a flame tongue greatsword that's better.
Yes, it is.
That's pretty good. I like it.
I believe the phrase is a
God.
Frameweaver's greatsword.
Oh, I can't wait for Caraval.
I can't wait for this thing to become obsolete in like 20 minutes.
I
I
can't wait.
think we're getting there in 20 minutes, friend.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to what you call it, encounter another one of those ancient guardians.
It is a lot of damage dice though, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those ancient guardians. Fucking. God.
So, plus 1.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of. I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
does big damage.
46. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
Damage.
I'm gonna look at the squircle
Mhm.
and try and buy me some polish or something, and something to rub with.
some polish and a couple of rags. Yeah, you can get that for like.
Something to romp with.
He's gonna polish it.
That meme that
He's
just
gonna be
keep going.
polishing his rod.
You can get that with a couple of silver, like 5 silver. Yeah, get the stuff to polish some shiny trinkets, which I assume is what you're going for.
Possibly.
Cool. Yeah, you could probably get the stuff to do that with 5 silver. Okay. So, is there anything anyone else wants to do in the 2 hours between?
Actually,
not?
I'd like to find a tavern relatively close.
There's
like
one not
within
too far.
5 minutes walking.
Yep, there is one. Let me get the name up.
There
It
then.
is called the Fainting Fae.
Right. And before walking over there,
Mhm.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic
Okay.
in the booth where I'm sat. With the others still there.
Always gotta make it about some weird ritual, don't you?
Look, I want to know what the hell's going on in that store, and I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
find out.
It's magic.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. I want to know what magic.
I want to say most of their products they sell, the people, the void.
It's more than just that. It's all the magic. I'm gonna try and figure out.
You're even more madly in love with Sauriv. You want to go back like immediately. Don't come
I
off as too
ordered-
desperate. It's not going to work.
As he mentions
I
it,
ordered those eye
you do
lotions.
kind of want to go back.
Yeah, I want those body eye ointments.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
He's making excuses. He's in love.
I have a +9 bonus to damage.
Oh, you make me sick.
Without Great Weapon Master.
Oh my god, get it.
It's okay.
He has
Oh
it.
yeah, but don't, of course.
I've seen how ridiculous Caravar gets.
Yeah, I've seen
that's-
Have you
Caravar.
seen it?
I know,
Yeah.
he showed
I showed him it because I'm proud of it, and I'm like, is this too broken? Is this not broken enough? And he's
I
like, no,
was
it's
like-
great.
I was like, that is amazing. It is amazing. I cannot wait.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I'm really excited now.
Oh, it's
Dude,
amazing.
you have no idea.
It's
I'm sure it's
so
not,
hyped.
that automatically means you're proud of it.
yes, I am.
Oh god.
I probably shouldn't show my players because it's a thing you shouldn't do. But it's
I didn't even push for it. He
Oh,
was
you
like,
don't
you
really
want to
have
see it?
anybody
I
else
was
to
like,
show it.
yeah.
it's
Do.
well, yeah, fair. Put it this way. Currently, it's a single A4 page.
Jesus.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
it's a magic item.
Also, yeah, it's a legacy item, and that's only its first stage.
Oh god.
Oh, if you're lying to me, I would be so disappointed, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Up it to 40. Just do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and find somewhere that I can like train with a sword, and just try and mess around with it once I'm attuned with it.
Okay.
Figure out what I can do.
You find that there are, not far off the Squircle, there are actually some octagonal training yards. There's a bunch of like octagons, like, not fucking octagonal, sorry, hexagonal training yards. A bunch of hexagons laid out with dummies
Why
at
are
their
you like
centre.
this?
Because it's a tessellating shape. There's a bunch of like hexagons laid out in the sand. It sort of sand pits with each of these hexagonal borders, these faint shimmering coming up between them. And you notice as people training with like swords and things, and if they like stumble into the walls, it like supports them. And it appears that they've been used it to put what would normally require a large field into a very small space. And obviously, and at one end there's also some like archery ranges and stuff that also have these same sort of like wooden dividers in the sand that then like have shimmering borders coming up from them. And there's a small booth, and you can go train there for a gold piece for an hour.
Well, I'll have a platinum, but yeah, I'll give them a
Okay,
platinum and get change.
yeah, he gives you 9 gold back. Yeah, you can spend an hour just sort of training there if you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dick around with my anime slashes and
Sure, yeah.
gold, and I'm gonna use this opportunity to test my macros.
Go for it. So,
Just make sure that
Mathias, you were casting Detect Magic.
Yes.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic, yeah? About like 5 minutes from...
Yeah.
The
and
magic
then
shop.
I head for the store.
Okay, so you go to the magic shop. Not the store, the magic shop.
Well, the one I was supposed to, the one I got the, I
Yeah,
ordered the.
It's called
ointments.
the magic shop.
Okay.
That's what it has written above the door in big fancy golden
Fair enough.
letters. That slightly glow.
Okay.
Yeah, as you walk up to it, yeah. The letters are slightly magical.
Oh boy, what magic?
What magic? It would be, I guess, illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know,
Sorry.
they're faintly glowing.
Okay.
Is Sauriv doing ludicrous damage? He is.
Yeah. Or just accept that and walk on in.
checking. Just checking that the crit works as well.
And then there is, yeah, you sort of like have a look around. You walk in. Mathias?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
Okay, as you walk in, for a brief moment, you notice that basically everything in here, even the walls, the floor, the ceiling, everything is magical. And the moment you step through the threshold, it's gone. The spell is cancelled.
I look over at the counter.
Yeah,
Just like,
Why is that not working?
she was magical.
Oops.
She was an illusion. Funny that.
I get. Again, I'm gonna give her an accusing look.
Welcome
Like,
back, Mathias.
You sneaky.
You feel a slight reverberation in your chest as she says your name. Can I help you?
Yes, I came to pick up those ointments.
Oh, of course.
I'll walk over to the counter, back to a regular face.
Yeah. Like, essentially a wooden ladle with two holes drilled in it. Sorry, 4 holes drilled in it. 2 of which have potion like bottles just sticking, tiny little potion bottles, kind of like hanging from them, like through the holes. But obviously the like cork in the top like widens out slightly and can't fall through. As the door opens next to it, that just sort of like what's the fucking word? Protrudes? Yes, protrudes through the door, over the counter. And the Astra by the counter sort of just gestures to them. Here you go.
I'll take them. Thank you very much.
You take them, and the other one, like, pulls her hand back and her fucking potion dispenser thing, and closes the door again. You hear muttering from the other side.
You keep your secrets close, don't you?
Well, of course I do. We can't have people walking in here detecting magic.
Oh no, of course not.
I recognise the glow in your eyes. Not that I dispelled it. Personally, I don't think you're the problem. But there are other shops that wish to upstage us in the market. You know how it is.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. This place still intrigues the hell out of me, and I'm gonna have to come back at some point to figure it out, if you'll let me.
Oh, of course. You're welcome to come back, Mathias. You feel the same reverberation in your chest, and I'm going to stop saying it. You feel it every time she says her name. It does feel a bit like that, actually. Not quite what it is, but it does feel a lot like that.
Care to explain why it is that I feel my chest, I don't know, shaking every time you say my name?
You see her, like, blush slightly. I'm afraid
And why the same thing is happening to Sauriv?
I'm afraid I've never fully understood men. I couldn't quite tell you.
Me and her are on the same fucking
Oh,
page.
right.
We're on the same fucking page.
And it's not that, and I'm suspecting magic. Guess what? My spell was dispelled.
What a-
So you're in luck this time, but I'll find a bloody way.
Wow, they're too so rude.
Jesus.
Quit being such a tsundere, Mathias.
she looks like slightly taken aback. And I'm afraid you'll find no magic.
Only the
Is that
magic
so?
in your eyes.
Yes. I don't know what you're accusing me of. But I have no control over your heart.
No, but it's not
Just
your
write it down
heart you're
gently.
playing at. It's
It's
something else. Something is going on in this entire shop, and I wish I had the time and resources to get to the very bottom of it.
Mathias is such a nice guy. She's trying to let him down gently, and he's like, I don't accept this. There's something there.
It's so funny. I'm afraid I'm not sure what you're alluding to. There's the only thing
Magic,
going on
that's
here
what
is
I'm alluding to.
you see her like look at you with a fucking seriously kind of face. It's like, yes, we're a magic shop, Mathias.
Yes, exactly.
Feel it again.
You're doing it on purpose now.
I swear I'm not doing anything. I don't know what you're alluding to.
Either way, pleasure doing business with you.
Right.
And I'll, take my leave.
Does he come back to the tavern?
Mathias, you want to go
Yes.
back? Look out! You still want to go back. You really want to
Do
go
I
back.
have to roll with saves?
No, you don't have to like save against it, but like right now, you do really want to go back. At some point, in the future. You just really want to go back. Nice place, you liked it?
Does this feel unnatural?
No, not at all. It's just a really nice place, you just kind of like it and you just want to go back.
You're so in love! I'm gonna roll Arcana. Fuck this, I want to roll Arcana.
You can certainly try.
I can't wait for
20 right bloody now.
Unfortunately,
20.
you have no idea what this could be.
I love how Yargon's essentially forcing a love interest on Sauriv and Mathias purely for Mom's sake.
I don't think that's what it was intended to be, but that's what Pandal's read it as, that's what I've read it as, and quite frankly, I am 100% okay seeing where this boat goes. She might be really nice. We don't know.
She is really nice.
Well, she is.
She
and
is.
I'm gonna set at least one
And
of
you
you up
wanna go
with a
back.
date if it kills me.
But yeah, Mathias, you just really want to go back in. You're like, ah, I could go back in, I could just look at the magic items, it'd be fine. You don't have to. But you want to. Just you feel you want to. You just feel, no, I got places to go. That's fucking weird, it's magic. They're tricking me. You could feel that. But you could not. You could also just, you just want to go in.
It's definitely, they're tricking me. It's definitely what's going on in Mathias' head right now.
That's fair. It doesn't feel unnatural though. Just sort of really like it there.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go straight. Actually, no, that's not a good idea. I'm going straight back to the tavern.
Okay, go back to the tavern. I don't know, there's a slight feeling of letdown as you go back into the tavern. But yeah, you walk back into the Fating Fave with the others there, waiting, minus Sauriv.
So, how'd it go?
Well, as soon as I walked in, my spell was dispelled.
It's a magic shop, they have to take precautions. I'm surprised you didn't assume that from
Well,
the
I
word go.
didn't. Well, it doesn't surprise me, although I didn't detect any barriers that would just dispel my stuff.
Well, they're sort of designed to not let you do that, you
No,
know?
of course.
Because then you wouldn't walk in there and then they wouldn't know you were trying anything.
I mean, sometimes it's just a warning.
yeah, sometimes, but you can never be too sure with these places.
Either way, I don't trust this at all. I felt the stuff in my chest again.
So you need to do more investigating.
Oh, absolutely.
So you need to go back.
In the future, yes.
Mathias. Oh, in the future, look at you.
Akane, you mind if I told her your name and see if she has the same effect on you?
Yeah? You're going to turn Akane lesbian.
You mean
Against her will.
maybe against her will?
Then I'll
You don't know.
refrain from doing that.
Maybe not, I suppose. We don't know how she swings.
Let's not judge. I mean, I don't think that's how that works at all, Mathias.
I don't know how it works.
Look, okay, tell you what.
She doesn't know your name, does she?
I don't think I gave her my name.
No, you didn't.
Pretty sure she doesn't.
Yeah.
You've only met her.
Listen, I am 100%. Do you want me to go in there and tell her my name?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's go. We're
Let's
going
see
right
if she
now.
has an effect on her. No, no, no. You go by yourself.
Okay,
Just let me know how it went when you get back.
I will. I'm gonna march over there immediately.
Okay, yeah, you head on over to the magic shop.
I'm gonna enter.
Yeah.
The Astra's is there.
Astra's behind the counter. Ah, welcome back again.
Astra.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. My name is Pandal.
Hi. You can call me Astra.
We have met before. I don't.
Yes, I think
my
so.
name. Hi. I'm Pandal. Two of my friends. I'm convinced. Maybe at least one of them. Maybe interested in you, and I don't think he wants to admit it.
She sort of blushes slightly. Yes, you mean Mathias, right? And Mathias, you feel a slight reverberation in your chest.
He just pounds his fist into the table and orders him on the rail.
I can just imagine that like she's just talking to her friends, just like, there's this weirdo called Mathias.
Mathias is like, oh, I love
And
Martin,
he
Mathias
just feels this reverberation, like, oh.
He's just in the corner having a fucking cardiac arrest.
Bless him. Bless him.
Yeah, it does feel like it's your heart doing a weird thing.
If you say it enough times fast enough, you will die.
Yes, who was the other one?
That's how
Sauriv?
she kills people.
Sauriv, yeah.
You also feel it. As you're just swording around.
Oh yeah, sorry, did you catch my name?
Yes, you said.
I like the idea that I'm just like doing my best to like show off to everyone else that's in the arena, just like flipping around, teleporting, and then halfway through, like swinging, I just feel the reversion, like lock up, I just swing completely wide and fall.
There's a couple of people like stop to watch this teleporting lizard with a fire sword, and he just face plants into the dirt, and they're like, "What?" He just freezes mid-swing and just face plants. Like, you get a few strange looks.
Yeah, I'm like a right badass, and then just, oh, well, that happened. And back to it.
Okay. But like, I'll just keep going. Yes, Pandal, it was, I think? You don't feel anything.
Yes, that is my name.
Yeah.
Do I feel a reverberation when she says my name?
No.
Fucking do it, Mathias, you okay, so, thank you for that,
Yes,
by the way.
no.
Are you free, like, later? Because I think my friend is really interested. Does that go both ways?
Honestly, not really. And he was kind of... Well, one of them's a big lizard man and the other was...
Okay, Sauriv is charming.
He seemed nice, but
He's
not my
incredibly
type.
Nice. Okay, that's fair. And Mathias? Our mutual good friend Mathias?
Was very accusatory and aggressive last we spoke.
Don't know if you have any plays have you seen, Aster? Productions?
Quite a few.
Are you aware of Sundar? That's a bit of one of those. I don't know if you have the point of reference. Maybe
I see.
Don't know.
Yes.
Okay. He means very well. He's got a good heart. His soul is pure. Is within his chest.
That's interesting phrasing.
I hope you'll
It
find
is
it in
technically
your heart.
true sometimes.
I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me. Which is kind of a level.
I mean, I humbly request if he does come in here accusatory, just give him some patience. He gets a bit confused about feelings. He doesn't. His whole romance thing is very new to him. He doesn't quite get it yet. So if you could just, I apologize for my friend.
Thank you. I'm not sure what's going on.
Listen, I'm good at recognizing these signs in him. Okay, don't worry about it. But I do appreciate the ivory you purchased, and I'm sorry you didn't have the products I was looking for. But I'll certainly endeavor to at least vaguely think about bringing my friends back here again to see you. I'm gonna leave.
She looks more confused than anything as you leave.
With a smile, very nicely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna march back to the tavern, victory in my eyes.
Yeah, you march back.
I've been sitting in the tavern the entire time with I got my magnifying glass over my eye with my goggles, trying to keep it in place.
Sure.
Just with my tongue stuck out in one corner of my mouth, just trying to carve.
Just carving.
Just slowly carving away. Yeah, okay.
Tongue provides extra. I'm gonna march back in. I'm gonna go, Mathias Greenfield.
Pandal.
Said my name, I felt nothing. I am apathetic to that woman, you are not. I gave you my full recommendation. The honus is on you to make the.
So the anus is on
The
him?
anus?
I said honus. The anus.
Very kinky for a
Also
first date.
have an anus. I'm sure she does too. I don't know why I started talking about this. I'm gonna stop.
I'm gonna insight Pandal.
Roll for it. He seems to be telling the truth.
I was ready to roll a persuasion for sure.
Nah.
Fairly sure that's actually. Oh, does that beat your passive persuasion?
Yes, actually it does.
Oh,
My
yeah,
past
you're
persuasion
not
is
Lily.
only 23.
You little bastard.
What? Look, my heart is taken elsewhere, but yours is free, Mathias. There's
What
some
is
Can I
math
help
sometimes.
his thighs?
Also, yeah, don't make fun of my height. I'm very self-conscious about it. I'm gonna like do like a shrug of like, of course I'm not. Who the fuck? What the fuck, Coghammer?
Yeah.
She can't be playing at my soul, we know that much.
Yes, but it's not the soul that makes the decision.
So,
I did specify you do have a soul, so if you go back, you might want to rectify that beforehand. I just thought it would make you more of an appealing candidate, you know?
well, I do
Just
have
like
a soul.
after the first
someone
date, this
just
went
took
really
it
well.
off me.
Yeah, the first
First
thing
date
goes
goes
really
really
then you
well.
find out he doesn't have a soul. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm slowly dying and I no longer have a soul.
That's a bit of a mood kill, you know? You can't really get wet after that,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think you can if you give it some time. You just don't
I
do
mean,
that
yeah,
in
you
the
gotta work
bedroom.
at it a
Don't just
bit,
be like,
but-
such a bad boy. I don't even have a soul. Like,
Don't even have
maybe,
a soul.
maybe don't pull that one. You know.
I like bad boys. I'm so bad I don't even have a soul.
Insight check. Wait, what?
Natural 20. Wait a
Wait a minute. But yeah, but listen, I think you'll be fine. Just also we need to go get Sauriv because I need to go to take a trip to Avril. But not for romantic ice and magic shop owners.
No, of course.
As much as I'm sure the man from Fizzle Spark was very charming.
Let's go then.
Nice.
That was Dax Fizzle Spark, if I remember correctly.
It was someone Fizzle Spark. I don't remember.
It may or may not be. I should check my notes.
Actually check my notes.
I will check my notes.
I'm sorry, did you...
I think his name is Dax Fizzle Spark. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
no.
not even gonna question it.
Oh no, it's exactly the thing you think it is.
Oh god.
I know
He
it
wasn't
is.
a goblin. It could be worse.
Yeah, no. He's half orc.
It's a
But,
hard box. He's a tall goblin.
Obviously still green.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Damn green skins.
Keep on carving in the tower.
Coghammer, are you gonna like calm? Or are you busy carving? Are you in zone?
Yeah.
Okay, right. We'll get Sauriv. We'll come back for him. I'm gonna go and find Sauriv.
Okay. You look around, you hear the sounds of training, and you're like, ah!
I hear lizard fight. Lizard. I go towards the lizard fight noise.
Yeah, you head in that direction and you find a lizard man that is teleporting around a battlefield. That is.
No, I'm gonna like stand
not
at the
very
very
big.
edge of it and like hold my hand up like a school child. I'm just like wait to see if he notices me.
After destroying probably like the 20th training dummy, I will eventually notice you. So, yes.
Sure, I'll wait.
It'll take a while, but... like, oh! Hi Pandal! Kind
Hi.
of in a zone. Was...
We were gonna nip off to Avril, but Coghammer's still in the tavern. I think with Akane. Is Akane here?
Akane would be in the tavern, I assume, yeah?
Akane's still in the tavern. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't specify she was coming, so.
Okay.
Yes, we were just gonna. I mean, are you gonna come with? Because I'm gonna sort of go from Avril back to Iris. I assume the eye is still following us, by the way. Just checking.
I mean,
going
Akane
back
still
to
just has it in her hand.
Oh, she's holding
Or
it, okay.
still,
but-
like, got it on her person or whatever. Yeah, she hasn't done anything with it, so it's still just, like, in your pocket, I assume.
What's this?
The eye that She of a Thousand Eyes gave you.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just sort of in your pocket.
Bag of holding, probably.
Yeah, that.
Ruined.
Basically a pocket.
Yeah, are you gonna? Nip back
Yeah, I'll
with us?
come along.
All right. I'm gonna walk
And I'm
over.
going to give a vow, but I clearly don't know what I'm doing, to the small crowd.
Yeah.
I'm not that small.
You sort of, like,
Taller crowd.
half bow, and there's, like, a bit of an applause from Sauriv, the madman.
So after Sauriv has bowed and is walking towards, I'm gonna cast a message to Sauriv. Go, Astra thinks you're nice.
Just gonna instantly stand up straight, like, look over at you. What?
She, I mean, this is out loud. She says you're nice. Never mind. I was like, don't get too jealous, Mathias. I'm gonna go back to the.
I'm not jealous.
Insight check. $13.
He's totally fucking
Matthias
jealous.
believes what he says.
He does indeed.
I can't.
He's wrong, but he does indeed. No, he does believe what he says.
You're awfully hard to read, Matthias. I don't know, just keep walking.
Well, I'm not a book.
I mean,
Matthias, you feel a
You're
slight reverberation in your chest.
she's talking about you!
You just feel it, and then a moment or so later, Sauriv, you feel one.
To the police.
Yeah, that's actually also entirely possible.
Pandal, you just scheming with her at this point.
Matthias, look at me. Look down.
To freak the shit out of me.
No.
Okay, now you're
Would
the
I
one
get in
shitting
the
on your own
way?
height.
Of your love. Would I dare do that to my dear friend Matthias something Greenfield?
Okay.
I'm not
Stop
gonna
it
give him
right
the
there.
biggest puppy dog eyes. My big brown eyes. Just...
Okay, can you just repeat that but be sincere?
I said, Matthias something Greenfield, would I get in the way of your true love? I am merely here to help you discover who you are with this fine person. I am...
You're fucking scheming.
Look, I am nothing if not an admirer of great and beautiful tales, and I believe this is the beginning of yours. And I am just trying to help you. And you can't see that, and that's fine, but one day you will. You'll look back and you'll go, that small prick, he helped me. And you'll feel good about that.
Well, right, I'll hope you'll help me, because I'm not gonna get my soul back by myself.
Okay, not in that context. Of course I hope you get your fucking soul back, you soulless piece of shit. But I'm talking about this.
See, that's the Pandal I know.
Yes, I'm the same Pandal. You're confusing me with Astra. You can't get her off your mind. There's only one of me. She's
There
everywhere.
is. Thank fuck.
Wait a minute. Does that mean
What?
that Mathias has fell in love with an illusion?
That is a possibility. I feel sort of dodgy exploring currently, but we will get there maybe about date 3. Also, he's sort of moving faster than you in this race. So
Can we
if you
take
wanna...
a gate out of this city?
Yes, we have to go get Coghammer and Akane first.
Splendid, let's do that.
Unless you want to leave them. Do you want to leave them?
No.
I don't want to leave.
Good.
I'm not going to leave them. I'm gonna go get Coghammer. But I'm sorry, guys. This session has just been me trying to get people together. I have no regrets.
This
I
is
mean, it's
fucking
pretty damn
memes.
good.
I improved a speech just then. I'm amazing.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, I will go. I'll acquire
Okay.
Coghammer.
You two head over.
Acquire Akane.
Yeah, on the way over, Matthias, most notably. Sauriv, you feel one more reverberation in your chest. Matthias, you feel like 3 more on the way over.
Am I aware that they feel this?
Where Sauriv feels something because he grumbles.
Give Sauriv a little nudge. Like, just in, like, the knee, because that's my height, but, like, you know.
Yeah.
trying.
Matthias, do you do anything about this? So you just ignore it? Do you be muted?
As they go off to the tavern,
Yeah.
I'm gonna break away from them and go to the magic store.
That feels like a good idea.
Okay, hold on. I'm watching these two. Can I make a perception check?
You could certainly try roll stealth if you want to get away hidden.
I'm gonna.
22. Is it worth using a luck on that? That is the question.
Yes.
Where's your stealth?
It is, that's true. You're right. Everyone is correct.
Where's your stealth,
Oh
Matthias?
my god. Nah, Matthias is not trying to stealth. He's just
28. I
like,
see
as they're
Matthias
walking-
walking up.
as they're walking down the street,
You do.
90-degree turn into the shop.
You see Matthias just turn off. Yeah.
Not even subtle about it.
Okay. Yeah. You walk off towards the magic shop.
I'm just gonna like, you know, like a thing where you make like a table with one arm and then lean the elbow on the arm and then just like cup your head. Now I'm doing that, like standing, waiting for him to come out.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and listen in through the door. Being as subtle as possible.
Roll stealth.
Sauriv.
I'm not very subtle.
It's not very
Sauriv. Yeah. You're like. Okay, so Matthias, you
Yes.
you walk into the magic shop. Astra's there behind the counter. Oh, you're back. Welcome back. Can I help you?
Hello there. I think you can.
Can I? How can I help you?
Well, how does it work? Did I feel my chest reverberate?
I've.
Even well, I'm presuming you said my name a couple of times. I'm gonna call it 4 times while I was gone.
No.
No.
Look, Matthias. You feel it reverberate again. I told you I don't know what it is.
Well, neither do I, and it's confusing the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
This poor woman.
So am I.
I know, right? Bless her.
There's a moment's awkward silence, which is ruined by the crash of the door slamming open as Sauriv attempts to lean on it to listen in and stumbles sideways through the door.
Right.
Can I
and
help you?
I believe this fine chap's been having the same problem.
Oh, well, would you look at that? I appear to have fallen through the door. I was just leaving. Goodbye.
I'm just like clapping and bouncing around like a girl, just outside. He's so excited.
Sauriv, you're not gonna come back?
Probably.
Sauriv, she asked you to come back.
Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to trouble you. My friends are making a joke out of this, so I'm gonna go deal with that. Have a good one.
I apologise, Matthias. You feel it in your chest again. Have a
Don't
good day.
worry about it. You too.
Do come back soon.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm just gonna close the door behind me.
You really want to go back in?
Stare daggers down at Pandal.
I am just grinning. I am jumping about. I am so happy.
Somewhere, I wish I had the strength to kick you so hard you'd fly over that roof. Let's just point at the house across the street.
Mathias, you went back so quickly. How can you not see this?
If I is that, I'm just gonna like look at Pandal, look over the roof, shake my head.
Sauriv might not be a smart man, but he can do that kind of calculation.
Yeah, he can, like, how strong is me?
He can do one kind of calculation. Projectile calculations.
How do I need to kick this halfling to get him into
Oh my god.
Can we kick him to Avriel and take the gate ourselves? And then Sauriv, you listened in.
I'm sorry.
I did. Why did I? I think I think I was just curious. I think I was like you. I know.
I think you were just curious, Sauriv. You were just wanted to make sure that
Yes,
nothing went on
absolutely.
between them.
Just curious.
Hmm?
Oh, shut up, lover boy.
Oh, shut up, Shorty.
I'll like blow Mathias a kiss. But seriously though, this is actually really great for you. I feel like you'd get a lot of like... I feel like you're gonna get a lot better of a person now you have something to actually tie you to the world other than your soul that doesn't exist. Because it's been nicked. I think this is good for you.
Uh-huh.
No,
Uh-huh.
it's Mathias. I do. You'll be less insufferable now. Maybe. It's like I'm
Oh,
so
maybe.
excited.
Maybe I'll be less insufferable. Really now. Really now.
Yeah, see, look, I'm trying to be your version of me being sincere right now. So if I just insult you enough, you'll believe what I am genuinely trying to tell you, Mathias.
Uh-huh. Let's just go pick up the other, shall we?
She'll just like smile at him.
The DM's just fucking dead.
Yargon's having a great time with this, and I am so
Can you even blame him?
Oh, I have.
Your
I have
D&D
so
campaign
few
has
regrets.
been derailed into a rom-com.
As the DM, I've accidentally derailed my own campaign.
Again, this is all you.
What even?
You were like, hey, let's introduce something that could vaguely be a rom-com into a campaign with mom in it.
Oh, I did not think it would go.
Pandal, so he's gonna be like, hey.
I did not think it would go this
Mathias.
direction, but it's gone this direction. Okay.
Oh, so I'm
I
excited
love
just to
it.
be
I
part
love
of
it so
this.
much. It's amazing.
Glad I'm part of the process, you know? We're gonna go get the
Yeah.
others. I'm saying with B and C. If they'll come with,
Yes,
we'll gate to
and-
Africa.
and go through the gates.
Oh, but Coghammer's focusing them.
He is. Well, Coghammer. Shake, like almost
Ah!
poke, but not like quite poke, because I'm not gonna actually touch him because I don't.
He's
wanna
gonna like
touch
look
him.
up in front of him.
Mhm.
See, there's like 3 people missing. Oh, what? Looks to his side and see the 3 of you. What?
Oh, you
How did you?
magic.
Wait a minute.
We walked.
What? No, you were there. You what?
Like your the beard on that one, by the way, it's looking good. Yeah, we sort of got up to go do things. You were focusing. We didn't want to like interrupt, but we're gonna interrupt.
Coghammer,
We're
did you
gonna
know
go.
I was gone?
No, you're what? Huh?
Wait,
That's
did you
all
not
very
hear?
nice of you,
Okay.
Coghammer.
Mathias and Sauriv are definitely in love because it didn't work on me. Did you miss that?
What?
That sounds a
Oh,
lot like you
huh?
were saying that the 2 of us are in love, and I'm not okay with that.
You find
I
that
mean, you
you
might be
feel
in love
another
with each other, but I
reverberation in
think
your
with
chest.
Astra.
What? So what?
Sorry, what's that?
What's going on?
Sauriv feels another reverberation in his chest.
Hello?
I don't get those. He gets them.
Wait, so she knows your name?
Yeah, I told her my name, and I don't. She said it, and I didn't feel anything. I felt nothing but mild, like, joy at her nice shop. I didn't feel any palpitations. I didn't have a cardiac arrest. Nothing.
Oh man, she didn't even ask for mine.
He clearly thinks you're out of her league, Coghammer. Look at you. Look at the statuette.
Just way too old.
Out of her league.
Eh?
Also, we're gonna go to Avril and then, like, back to Yosa and then plane hop. If you're, I assume you're coming.
Oh,
You've got to
yeah,
get
you
your
want,
clankers.
you
Yeah,
want
I
to
hope
get
so.
your poker.
Yeah, I need me poker. And I was sort of, I figured it'd be easy to go straight there back to Yosa, so people can just come with.
Bloop, 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 everything in my chest. Okay.
To Yosta.
Okay, they're gonna like go find an alleyway, gate to the Avril gate.
Okay, so. What was the Avril Gate?
It was like right in the town square, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like
In the
fire.
fire district, I believe.
Right, yes.
Merchanty place. That's the fire? Yeah, that's the fire one.
As we get away, could we put a break, please?
Yes, I was going to go for that anyway. Just trying to think
Oh,
where the gate is. But yeah, it is literally in the town square, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so, as you all step through, masks on, Mathias, your hair is no more singed.
Hooray!
The moment you
there's
step
no more
through-
distinct there.
You do feel another reverberation in your chest, though.
wait, Mathias?
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
But, yeah, no, you step through into Avril, stepping out into the fire district. And with that, we're going to go for a break.
Hooray!
In the semicircular courtyard of the fire district, in the middle of a marketplace.
Saying squircle
Yay.
now, isn't he? Oh, thank
I am.
gosh.
So, with that, catch ye in the next part,
On
ye
that
old
one,
dickhead.
Phil.